Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal Peace Love Music with another morning update. Let's go morning show. Shout out to Hattie. I hope you're all doing fantastic on this awesome Wednesday morning. We are midweek and some interesting things happening in the space. Bitcoin has dipped down. It was holding on to that $63,000 range yesterday. And also a reminder, not financial advice. We are not financial advisors. We are just providing some information to our viewers. Always do your own research and never invest money you cannot afford to lose. It's all gambling, so be careful. Follow best practices. Bitcoin has dipped down. It's hovering just under 61,000. It's 60,900 around the time I was compiling my data, probably about 15 minutes ago. So I'm not sure what it's done in the last 15 minutes. Stacks has dipped down to $1.75, still holding on to the number 35 spot in market cap, total overall market cap. Fear and greed has dipped down into the fair realm. We're at 39, so it was hanging into that 40 to 50s range the last few days. It's dipped down, so the market's getting a little uneasy about where numbers are, which that happens when we start hitting the top of the ranges and stuff like that. So this is all normal stuff. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world. There's a lot of uncertainty in politics in various places and how that's going to affect the space. So it's, there's uncertainty. So that breeds less confidence in the markets. So to be expected. Top three gainers on CoinMarketCap, and there are three gainers. I think there's probably like four total gainers in the top 100 on CoinMarketCap right now. Are Wormhole, OM, which is Mantra, and XEC, which I'm not even familiar with that one, but those are the top three gainers over the last 24 hours, according to CoinMarketCap. And be sure to follow at DeOrganized BTC on X. We were trying to grow our follower count to get more traction. So if you're not following, I know a lot of you guys watch the show on my main account, PeaceLoveMusic.btc, which I love. I want you guys to keep watching it on there too. But we are trying to grow the DeOrganized network as well. So if you're not following DeOrganized, please follow DeOrganized. At DeOrganized BTC on Twitter, X. And we do have our, if you guys don't know, we do this morning show every Monday through Friday. And then we also host a bi-weekly podcast. Again, this is with Bitcoin Live. We're broadcasting today through Bitcoin Live, and we do our normal podcast also through Bitcoin Live. That's every other Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. We are not on this Thursday, but we also have our regular weekly spaces to showcase projects building in the Stacks and Bitcoin ecosystem. Today and that's at noon Eastern time today, we have Dan Trevino from Boom coming on to chat with us about that. I actually love the project. I've been following them for a little while. Dan was one of the first people I had on when we launched the project. He came on, I think it was the first podcast, the first spaces we did. So this is his second time on the space. He's come on the podcast. He participated in the BNS panel we hosted. So a great guy in the space. Love what he's building out at Boom. Very interested. I did write an article about it. You can check that out on my main page at PeaceLoveMusic.G on X. And really excited to talk to him about Boom Wallet and what Boom is putting together. So tune in at noon today to chat up and I apologize. I'm a little laggy today. I started my computer before I went live as I was compiling a lot of information. So some of the buttons aren't working quickly for me. Oh no. I'm not sure. I keep losing signal. Again, apologize for that. Stacks calendar for today. We had a great show this morning with the Stacks Down Under, Meet the Builders on Bitcoin Layer 2. That was hosted through Stacks Australia. and Gordon does a great job on that. Great vibe. You guys should check it out. It's at 6 a.m. Eastern time. I'm an older guy and I wake up early no matter what. So it's a great time for me to kind of catch up with those guys and check in with them. Love the vibe. Great people in there. Nieta and Hamish and Electra Frost. She couldn't get up on stage today, but and then they also do have a lot of cross matriculation from the Stacks Africa group. Sam from Stacks Labs was there. So great conversation, great stuff going on there. Always make sure you check them out. Obviously, when I'm doing the morning show, it's already past our time. So just want to shout them out as part of the calendar. And make sure you tune in next week. We do have the next thing up after this morning is our show at noon, which I've told you about with Dan. Really excited again to have Dan come out. That's at noon p.m. Twitter space. We have also at 12:30, the Stacks brand working group does a bi-weekly meeting. And I think that's in the GitHub. So there's a GitHub link. You can find that on the Stacks calendar. I have in my processes to put a QR code up so you guys can easily find the Stacks calendar too. I'm going to start working that into my process going forward, but I don't have it handy this morning. At 1 p.m., Clarity Collective meetup. That is via Zoom. At 2 p.m., Staxy's Ecosystem Explorer Lounge. I think she has Velar coming on today. So really awesome stuff they're developing there. I think it's both Rainfire and Visions from Velar will be speaking with her. And then at 3 p.m. is Building on Bitcoin, the BitFlow show. That is the calendar for the day. And some really, Stacks Link, if you guys haven't been paying attention, is developing some really cool stuff in the space. What up, Nobody Famous? Thanks for shouting out. Good morning, my brother. Peptober is underway. Stacks Link has some really cool stuff, and they just announced this morning Power Awards have been announced. I'm really interested to learn a little bit more about it. I know Good Kitty's been working on it, but I'm not sure all of the details. But basically, it's just going to be a way to kind of for the community to maybe recognize people that have been putting work in and building in the space. So really excited about that. There's a ton of people that are worthy. All sorts of great projects coming out right now. So very interesting stuff going on. And then you're a woman. I couldn't tell. I apologize, but what's up, sis? How are you today? How come you're not famous? You're on my show. So Stacks Link Power Awards, we'll be talking more about that tomorrow morning. The Stacks Link Council meets every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. That is an X space. So we'll be there tomorrow morning to talk more about the Power Awards and talk more about what's going on with that. Also, Talk Ovation Awards. You can nominate people that have supported you or have done some good work for you in the space, encouraged you, whatever. Building something useful. That is also a community-based recognition program, a little bit different. You nominate people every day. The October nominations have opened up, so you can get more information on all of this through Stacks Link on X. So follow Stacks Link at Stacks Link to keep up with that. Another great project, again, associated with the D grants process and connected with Stacks Link is what Michael Jagdeo. So you wanna attract funding. It's a attract funding with a 1 in the name or add attract funding with a 1 for the I in the name on X. You can, he's hosting the second in a series of 3 AI build-a-thons as part of his D Grants award for building out his Cindy AI project, which has evolved a few times, which makes total sense as you're figuring out how things are going to work out in the space. You kind of got to sort all those things out. I really love what Michael's doing. Also, this is in conjunction with the Syndicate, which is a loose group of independent collaborators working to put together and respond rapidly to developments in the space. And there, Paul Frederick is part of that group that's also working heavily with his AO Scribe project that is in conjunction with Michael's project. Some really awesome tools they're building out. And as of recent events, they have kind of shifted their focus to security and audit, building out some really interesting tools to address that through one being an AI monitoring of the mempool, which would involve getting, building or creating an AI, an API node on Stacks to monitor both have access to all the old transaction data history to train on and utilize, and then also create some kind of an alert system as as malicious contracts or contracts that maybe show a certain pattern of behavior come out, and can, the community can take action accordingly. So Saturday at 1 p.m. is that meetup, and it's going to be Twitter Space. I think it's hosted by Stacks Link. Either Michael or Stacks Link will be hosting that. Michael will be co-hosting. A lot of contributions in there. I'm pretty sure Setzeus is coming. A number of other devs have mentioned that they'd be able to make it and participate. We've had some broader participation from the Orange Hats, Clarity Alliance, Moon Labs, just lots of different people in the space building some really interesting tools, and now kind of coming together to collaborate on some community-wide efforts to broaden the security and audit mechanisms and functionality in the space. So very, very interesting stuff going on there. I love how the community has come together and responded to these events and these situations. We also have I'm actually starting to participate in the Clarity Working Group meetups, so I can kind of get a handle on some of the things that they're developing and maybe communicate that out to the community. Interesting stuff. Yesterday, BNS V2 airdrop is underway. And don't be alarmed if you see two NFTs for the same BNS name, V2 NFTs. There was a hiccup in the first launch, so they had to kind of redo it. So they had to do a second launch for the updated BNS V2 names. So you might see two NFTs representing your BNS name. One of them will be valid, one of them won't be. You don't have to do anything. The system will identify which one is correct, and you'll be all set. There's a lot of SBTC development going hard now that we know that the Nakamoto upgrade is coming. Nakamoto update, if people didn't know, or the hard fork date was targeting around 10.9, 10.10. That it was block 864. That's probably delayed a little bit. We're thinking probably a few days. So loosely, you're looking at mid-October, and that's the general consensus that we are on target for that time frame, barring any major setbacks. So really interesting stuff going on. And also the Orange Hats have something really cool that they're working on that's going to be some community outreach or community connectivity to the security piece that we need. So really excited about that. Again, the community is responding as needed. So, one last thing too. There are currently 4 active bounties on Zero Authority. You go to zeroauthority.xyz, click on bounties. There's over 100 stacks up for grabs right now. If you participate in these bounties and you're the winner, you can earn up to over 100 stacks. I think the top one right now is 49 stacks for the Signal 21 bounty, which is, I think, running through the 10th. I don't have that handily available, but yeah, it's Wednesday. Lots of great stuff going on in the space. Markets are red. That's why I'm wearing the red t-shirt. A little bit of fearful out there, a little less certainty in the market, but some really great stuff happening in the space. Really excited about where the space is going long term. My personal philosophy is that when the markets are red, that's the time to maybe fill up your bags a little bit. If you're looking to, if you're looking to make an entry, that's not a bad place to go. You might want to kind of pay attention, see, it can always go down more. But it's usually a little bit more fruitful than buying at the peaks, buying when it's come down a little bit. So just a little friendly, not financial advice from your old pal Peace Love Music. Do follow us on DeOrganized BTC and at Peace Love Music G on X. We really love the support we've gotten from the community, the following, the people engaging with us. We really love doing this. It helps me keep a hand on what's going on in the space by having to kind of provide this information to the community daily. So I feel like I'm benefiting by being more connected and getting a lot out of the exchange I'm getting from all the people that are all the feedback I'm getting from these shows and from the conversations we're getting in the Discord in the X spaces and the long form podcasts and the communities and groups that want to be involved in that. Really excited, really happy to be here. Happy Wednesday. Get over the hump. Tune in at noon. We're going to be talking with Dan from Boom Wallet. Super excited about that. I love the project. You guys are going to be, if you're not familiar with what Dan's building at Boom Wallet, come chat with us this afternoon or at noon today. That is all I have. And I really appreciate it. Nobody famous. Thank you again. Yeah, you're right. There's not a whole lot of active women in the space right now. And we're not, I guess we tend to assume that everyone's a guy unless otherwise made aware. So I apologize for not knowing. I should not make that mistake again. And if I do, you have every right to slap me over it. But you have a blessed day. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. I am Peace Love Music. Y'all have show love to each other and be good. Thank you for watching.